Where's the money? Oil. Do you want higher gas prices? Earthling? Of course you don't. So what is Iran? Iran isn't just a country the US fights with like two little kids in a gym class. Iran, the small country roughly 2 times the size of Texas, is a literal gold mine. When you see gasoline prices jump to 5.50 a gallon in California and other places, blame Iran and its OPEC brothers. We were once good friends and loved each other though. Believe that? Yeah. In the 50s and 60s, the US and the UK gave Iran military hardware and the latest nuclear technology in exchange for a friends and family discount on oil. The US also used Iran as a secret hideout to spy on Russia, and the US helped Iran get the oil out of the ground and refine it. Think of Iran as a boba tea and the US as one of those big boba tea straws. When the 70s arrived, everything changed between Iran and the US. Iran said, I can make my own straws and do my own thing. I don't need the US anymore. Iran got together with other oil producing countries, aka OPEC, and then boom, they hiked the prices and the US suffered badly. It was the beginning of the end. Oil prices doubled, the US began their sanctions, and Iran threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, a location that most of the oil in the world moves through. Ideals, meals, weapons. Never bring a knife to an Iran fight. You know why? Because they're strapped with switches, AK 47s, hand finger rubber band guns, kick me signs. No, seriously, guess who gave Iran the firepower to beat those other countries they had a war with? Dun, 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 dun. The US and the UK gave them the guns and butter. Okay, you're paying attention. I mentioned it earlier. Look at some of the tough stuff they have to kick worldwide tail. First up, a present from the US, the F-14 Tomcat, aka a supercomputer with wings. Only the US and Iran are allowed to purchase these things. The plane is retired in the US because it's real old, but Iran still maintains the plane with scrap parts and Gorilla Snot hair gel. Want to hit something 100 miles away? Stop by Iran and get yourself a US gifted Phoenix missile. Shoot at one of your annoying political, always talking neighbors when you are at work or school, and they'll never know. The missile is also retired in the US and only available in Iran now. Not to be outdone by the US, the UK, maybe Prince Andrew or somebody in the UK, we don't know, he's a wild boy. Somebody in the UK gave Iran the Chieftain tank. It was the top tank at the time. Well, kinda. It broke down most of the time. UK, this is real bad. Bad UK, bad UK. Giving Iran a circus tank that stays at the neighborhood mechanic. And last but not least, the US AH-1 Cobra. This is the cool helicopter you see in most movies. The helicopter made Nicolas Cage and Tommy Lee Jones cool in the 90s movie Firebirds. Nukes. Think a president named Eisenhower for getting Iran close to the nukes. In 1967, the US gave Iran a nuclear reactor, like the one in The Simpsons. The Simpsons always predict the future, right? The fear is that Iran may make weapons of mass destruction, aka nukes. It is not known if they have weapons like that, but they have been trying to make them, allegedly. Russia has one of the biggest amount of nukes, and the US has the second largest stockpile of nukes. The US is the only country to have used nukes in a war. They dropped nukes in Hiroshima. Nukes are bad news, but it keeps the so-called bad guys from going crazy. Are we the bad guys? The lines are getting a little blurry. Life. Fear God Essential hoodie. Roblox on the laptop. No, you're not in New York City. You're in Iran. What? I thought they were in the desert with a gun and some camels. Iranian youth wear a relaxed dress code, whereas adults wear traditional clothing in public. In the house, anything goes. It looks like a luxury American apartment. The government tries to ban internet access. However, those kids, they use VPNs to get past the old man's mindset that the West is a bad influence. They oftentimes gather in secret soundproof parties. Once the door is locked at one of these secret parties, their conservative clothing comes off and they look like kids in the US. The music turns up and it looks like they're at a lounge in New York City. I guess we are more similar than we are different. Stay greedy for knowledge, that is.